Well, believe it or not, there's 3 different kinds of beans in this here little tub here. And that's just my first harvest. I'm gonna clean up the mess and plant some more so we can get a nice little harvest of black beans, kidney beans, and white northern beans. Also, I got this many peaches. Of course, they're not huge peaches. That's a pretty good sized peach though. What can I do with these peaches? I need some ideas. Please comment what you would do with these peaches and let me know so I have some ideas on how to fix them. And comment below. Thank you so much. Hey everybody, garden time here. I'm so anxious to show you everything inside the greenhouse. There's some okra, there's some beets, and Brussels sprouts, and some cabbage, and down here some carrots. Then over there some broccoli, and some cauliflower. I don't remember what all. Some more beets over here on that tray. And then in here, well, I'm going to get the weeds out. Now that we had a whole lot of rain last night, it's going to be easy. That first little stick right there is the blackberry. And then you cross over here from that. Well, there's a line there. There's the blackberry. And then there's the line here. And where that leaf is where blueberry's at. And then in the bare spot between those 2 pieces of grass is a little stick on the ground, and that there is another blueberry, and then that stick there on the edge, kind of crooked, is another blackberry. Hopefully they will give us some blackberries and blueberries soon. Not this year, of course. Probably take a couple years. Let's head over here towards the sweet potatoes. Before we know it, the chickens will be right around me. But we'll just see what we can do before they do. Usually they get inside this stock tank and I have to shoo them off. But here's the sweet potatoes, how well they're growing. A little bit of blight starting, but that's not bad for our first year ever growing sweet potatoes in this stock tank. Now let's come over here to the field. Since we had a whole lot of rain, I don't know how muddy it is, but let's walk in here and we'll see. Well, we'll see how far I can get in. I'd like to get on over there to the other side of my daughter's garden so you can see the pumpkins and see if there's any pumpkins growing yet. But we'll see how muddy this is first. Now this here watermelon plant right here, I saw a nice little watermelon. See? Looks like the chickens already found it and putting their mark on it. It upsets me. Chickens are even in the watermelon, guys. But there's one. That's only one out of this whole watermelon patch. Remember, I have that watermelon contest. Gotta get into that video called Watermelon Contest $100 giveaway. And make your guess. If you don't get in there and make a guess, you won't have a chance of getting no $100. Or anything else I'm giving away. And here's my cantaloupes. See if we see any cantaloupes growing yet. I'm looking. Got, I don't know how many plants. But yeah, my cantaloupes are in here growing. Looking nice. Lots of little yellow flowers. But no cantaloupes yet. Maybe next week. No need to keep on looking on those. I haven't seen any throughout the week or anything either. So come over here and check out the pumpkins. At least it's not too muddy. Maybe I can actually get out in the garden and do some more weeding. I thought it was going to be too wet. But I'm able to walk in here, so if I can walk in here, then I should be able to get in and get some weeds out. Let's see if we can see any pumpkins in this pumpkin patch. so far just flowers. None yet. I'm a-looking. So far, no pumpkins, though. But nope, no pumpkins yet. Oh, here's a pumpkin. One starting right here. Isn't that nice? There's one. That makes me happy. At least one pumpkin. And we got a lot of weeds to get out of the watermelon so we can get more watermelons, because that's how I'm going to pay for my teeth to get fixed so I can have a nice smile for my wedding next year. Yep, I'm getting married. My husband and I is going to renew our vows for our 10th anniversary. Can you believe 10 years with this? Married to him? It's like, wow. Time flies. It really does. So let's come over here to the really tall grass, which I'm going to be getting rid of before the month's over, because that's where I'm going to plant my fall garden. Right where that Johnson grass is at. It's already really hard to breathe. Awful, awful muggy out here. I left my hair down. I probably should have put it in a ponytail. So, see how this goes. I planted squash in here, but I don't see anything growing yet. Just, there's a volunteer sweet potato. Volunteer sunflower. Let's come over here where this little white cage is, because that's where I have my cucumbers. Get the weeds out of this. I see, ooh, look at the cucumbers are growing. I don't see, there's a bunch of frogs. I don't see any cucumbers yet, but there soon will be. So this is going to be cleared out by next week as well. Boy, howdy, when you have a garden, you sure do have lots of work. My husband calls it job security. I got 2 rows of the potatoes dug out, and 2 more rows to go, and then all the potatoes will be done. Then we have these weeds to get out of here, so I can plant the fall garden. I believe the green beans are all done. I had 3 rows of green beans here. And I don't know, I'm ashamed to even show you the pumpkins. The tomatoes, because the chickens won't stay out of the garden. But we'll see what happens. Here's my Chinese red noodle beans. I have some of those growing. And these here is just about ready to pick. I got 2 of them right here. That's enough for 1 meal. Right there. Just like green beans. Just real long red beans. Here's some peppers. They look nice. Lots of peppers on there. And tomatoes in all the cages. And along with the, here's where the beans are at that I harvested. I'm going to clean this all out and plant more beans. You saw them at the beginning of the, no, that was at my other video. Yeah. Look at these potatoes. Peppers. Gotta get those picked. My cabbages aren't looking too bad. About time to pick that one. I saw one in the store about that big one day. I put oranges and grapefruits around inside the garden, hoping to detour the chickens away from the garden. Oh, look at a red tomato. My first red tomato. I'm going to bring that in the house. It's not all the way red, but I can put it in the window and finish it before the chickens get it. There's some more peppers. I believe this is Tabasco. No, it might be jalapenos. I have Tabasco in here someplace. I planted some extra tomatoes in here. There's weeds in there as well, but these tomatoes, hopefully I can keep the chickens out of them. But the rest of these is going to be a pain in the butt to get any tomatoes out of it, I'm sure. Looks like something's ate the fruit out of out of the grapefruit oranges, so maybe it isn't going to keep them out. But look at these tomatoes getting tall. I got a few cucumbers and some collard greens. On the collard greens, I don't know what to do with them. We got these tomatoes. We have a whole lot of rain. I'm surprised I'm able to walk in here, guys. And you can see the habanero plants. There's one here, here, there. I took the weeds out around them. There's one there, one there, one there, and there, there, and there. And over here, I planted Three Sisters a long time ago. Corn, pinto beans, and I got, sorry, I had to get the sweat out of my eyes. Pinto beans, corn, and acorn squash, but the only thing that grew was the pinto beans. I've been getting the weeds out of it. Got that much more to go. But that's what they look like. So at least I'll have pinto beans. It looks pretty muddy, doesn't it? We'll come over here. There's another row here. Another row here. Another row there. Another row there. And another row here. Then I have some squash in here. 3 yellow squash and 3 zucchini squash. I gotta get the weeds out of those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, come through here. Let's go over behind the garage where I have the other Three Sisters I planted. Already got most of the plums out of the plum tree. That tree is really a disaster looking, but sure did give us a lot of plums. And this here tree gave us a lot of plums as well. Chickens are eating plums that's on the ground. So anyway, let's come over here. Let's make it over there to the garage so we can see the Three Sisters I planted. I planted more zucchini and more yellow squash over here as well. And I was so tickled yesterday. I come out here and was hanging clothes on the line and decided to water the garden and realized, well, I didn't know it was going to rain, but wipe some sweat again. Okay. I realized that the rain came, so I had double watering it. But that's okay. God can water it too. Gotta get this mowed. Over here's the Three Sisters. And looky here on the outside of the fence. My zucchini is starting to grow over here as well. And my yellow squash. Isn't that nice? But look at the Three Sisters. Got the beans, some corn. You can see the corn in there. And I don't know if the muskmelon's going to grow, but I have muskmelon in there as well. That's the garden. I have a lot of work keeping up with all this growth for food. And the chickens are doing their job, keeping everything, keeping everything going for them. I already picked the garlic. They were itsy bitsy. And my onions, I'm gonna have to get in here and just pick those because chickens keep coming in here. I'll take this fence down. We're gonna take this fence here and go around the cage, what do you call it? Stock tank where the sweet potatoes at to help keep the chickens out of the sweet potatoes. Anyway, I don't know if you saw If you look at my short video, you'll see my peaches. It's okay, baby. Isn't she big? She's scared. See my peaches that I picked, and I still have another bucket probably on the tree. I have so many peaches, I don't know what to do with them. I can eat them raw. But you get tired of that after a while. I could make some more jelly. Hey, I can take some of those jalapenos and make peach pepper jelly. Anyway, remember, God loves you. Put Him first in your life and things will be so much better for you. I'm living proof of that. Remember, I love you too. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.